Got it. All right, guys, we're live. I'll be back to do some commentary. See, we'll talk. I need to get my fish so you guys can see the two decent ones that we got today. If let me see, is somebody in here? Come on, somebody going. Where's Ryan?
Hello, I want to welcome everybody this year to day 2 weigh-in of the Ohio Valley River Cats presented by G3 Open Team Tournament.
The people in the chat, please tell me if the sound's working.
Up. Yesterday we weighed in over 4,700 pounds of catfish. Give you a little recap of what we've got going on today. Out of them 172 teams, we have 31 female teams. We have 17 youth anglers. And we have 25 veterans fishing this year. We have some special awards to give away this year for that. The top finishing veteran walked away with the beautiful handcrafted American flag made of wood out of an old barrel, I do believe. They'll also walk home with an extra $500 in their pocket, thanks to Dirty South Dragon Weights and Adeline Rod Rex. The top 3 youth teams will walk away with $500, $250, and $100 respectively. That's presented by Chubby Fish Outdoors. If you ever need tackle, go to chubbyfishoutdoors.com for all your tackle needs. We have a top female angler this year. Will walk away with $1,000 of her own, and I will write the check to her and not the husband. That is thanks to Mr. Joe Sandusky at Knott Marine for top female prize. We give away 2 big fish prizes this year, like we have in the last 4 years. You are the second big fish. You get to walk away with an extra $1,000 just for being the second big fish, thanks to Mr. Joe Sandusky at Knott Marine. All right. Currently sitting in first place with 118.64 pounds. Team number 149 out of Brookville, Indiana, Terry Johnson and Son. '20th place right now. We paid top 20 places. Currently is 55.53 pounds out of Greensburg, Indiana, Dubuskin Grinder. We have teams from all over the region, all over the country here. We have a team. I don't know if James Prince is around. I know he was here earlier. Mr. James Prince is a first-time angler here this year. Came all the way from Texas just to be here. Some of our prize money we're giving away. We'll give $10,000 to first prize. The team that has the biggest fish will walk away with $6,300 today for one fish. And the current big fish leader out of Evansville, Indiana, with a beast of 69.25 pounds is Fancher and Peak. The team 91, they're currently in 9th place. I want to give a big special thanks to Ohio County Tourism, City of Rising Sun. Without their help every year, this would not be possible. I want to thank Ryder Realty for being a constant sponsor every year. I'd like to thank, like I said, Knott Marine. Been on board now 4 years. Hope to see him another 4 or 40 till Joe retires. And I got to talk to the new general manager. I'll talk him into it too. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Mr. Dave Dodd of G3 Boats. He's right there next to Mr. Sandusky. He pushed really, really hard this year to get G3 as a sponsor for us this year. They're our title sponsor. And because of them, we're able to continue this tournament this year and on into the future. So give a big shout out to Mr. Knott. I'm going to go ahead and weigh a couple of my teams because they're the ones who helped me. So I'm going to get them out of the way, and then we will get this started. We are zeroed. Team number. First up, team number 14, Nadowski. Go ahead, Shane. Vince is my computer guru. He does all the computer work throughout the year. He also works all of our weights. I will get it on here in just a second. Their total today will be, like I said, it is 32.75 pounds for Team Nadowski. Like I said, he does a lot of behind the scenes work on the computers. Takes a lot of the phone calls. Takes a lot off of my plate. While I wait on my next team, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Don Airgang. He put all this together with me just watching. Him and Dalton Dunlap. Greatly appreciate everything they do for us every year. He had to go to the ER yesterday. He got stuck with a fish. He's still here today, ready to go. Next up, I got team number 61, Cleary and McClure. Kale will handle the fish here with Aaron later. Kale walked away because he doesn't want to have any conflict. Good. 33.57. 33.57 for Cleary McClure. Thank you, sir. Also want to give a big shout out to my father, Doug Hannon. He's down there measuring all the fish. Been a major part of this tournament for the last 17 years. Any questions I ever have, I ask him to get his approval first. No, secondly. And I'll tell you why he's the second person I call once I get this team weighed. Next up, we have Team 9, Kelly and Kersey. You notice one guy walked away who was handling the fish before. It's because these are his fish. They're lively. Nice little flathead. You got 5 fish? Got 5 fish. Get these at the dam. Was it on fire? Dam was on fire. Gonna have a decent weight today. 38.95 pounds. 38.95. And the reason I said that my father was the second person that I go to, I need to give a huge shout out to my wife, Amber Hannon. She's underneath the blue umbrella here. She does 99.9% of the clerical work that has to be done because I'm lazy and I don't do it. And anything that I need to remember, she remembers. Without her, this tournament wouldn't be possible as well. So everybody give her a round of applause. I hope to have her back next year, even though she said no. Next up, we have team number 13, Pam Hollinger and Kayak Mike. I'm going to have a better bag than yesterday, I think. I'm going to have a decent bag. Didn't find that fifth fish. 47.53. 47.53. Kayak Mike here, he's real big into kayak fishing. Finally jumped in a boat for the first, not the first time. But he is also live streaming live for us on our Facebook page. He does a lot of our Facebook work and our promotions and videos. Kayak Mike, you wouldn't be able to watch it at home. So thank you, Mr. Kayak Mike. Next up, we have Team 46. Muse, Stags, and Goldie. From what I've seen online about Mr. Washington here, he's one of the best concrete men you're ever going to deal with. He's got the prettiest boat I've ever seen in my life. And today he weighs in 27.83 pounds. Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming.
All right, can everyone hear?
Next up, we have team number 3, Boulder Hill, and Giles.
It's slightly windy, so I do apologize for that.
They're sponsors after warranty service. Trolling Motor Repair do a fantastic job. And also, go ahead. Mr. Giles is part owner of Shattercat Rods, who is a proud sponsor of us for the last 4 years. If you're interested in top-of-the-line catfish rod, get a hold of Shattercat Rods.
There we go. That's a good fish.
And they will hook you up. They have a nice fish, nice pretty blue.
Won't let go of them.
And they've got 4 more just as pretty.
There we go. I'm going to try and find the names on the board and announce them and do an estimate on their full score.
Yesterday they had a little under 50. They're going to blow that out of the water today. Here comes a really good weight. Wait for the scales to lock so we're 100% accurate. 80.44 pounds.
All right, so their total score is
80.44.
The 130s. The 130s. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad. I do not have my notebook. I tried doing it last year, keeping a rough estimate of the top 5, 10. Without the computer, it's just not physically possible. So let's talk about some of
Next up is Team 129, one of our local teams. Rick Cochran and Peyton Turner. Team number 129 weighed in 47.94 pounds yesterday. See a tail coming. That's a good sign. Mr. Turner is our defending youth champion. And he is.
Hold up.
Who caught the fish? Peyton caught this fish. Look what Peyton just brought to the scales. Are we at 0? No, we're not. We are now. Look at this. Mr. Turner. Beautiful fish. Give him a round of applause. Woo. Hold on.
Just shy of second big fish. That's the 3rd biggest fish of the tournament right now.
39.2 pounds for his big fish.
That is the 3rd biggest fish of the tournament right now. The biggest fish right now are 69,
Oh, we'll weigh it again.
69, 43, and 39.
Always look bigger than what they think.
That's funny. We actually caught a fish today that we thought was might have been mid-20s.
Go ahead. You got it. You got it. Got him.
We thought it was mid-20s. We net him. We still think he's mid-20s. It was just a really, really fat 32-inch fish. It was low 20s.
They're going to surpass that today. 65.96.
There we go. That brings our total score
65.96
to about 112. Normally 100 pounds would cash you in this event. Yesterday we had a really good start. The finish wasn't super strong, but we had a really good start. We had a lot of skunk boats. So if I had to put a prediction out there, I would say.
Next up, team number 54, Schwarzentroober, and Romer.
I would say
team number 54.
Cutoff for cashing this year is 110.
Schwarzentroober was on the team that won second big fish last year. I know this because he finally got his plaque today.
And I'm going to guess 179 for the overall winner.
Lovely fish.
Also like to thank some of the sponsors here. We got,
Don't mind.
you know what? I should move back more so people. No, you're fine. You're fine. Yesterday's leaders have not weighed yet.
50.13. 50.13.
You got some of the sponsors here. Not Marine. They sell the G3 boats. G3 is the title sponsor of this event. I'm gonna shamelessly plug Not Marine. They also sell Jackson kayaks that I also pro stuff. You have G3 boats here. I just mentioned them. 30 South Dragon Weights. They are a sponsor of the event. I actually use 30 South Dragon Weights too, ironically. Shattercat rods that I ironically also use. I use their bumping rod. You got Adeline rod racks, which I don't use because I'm in a kayak.
Next up.
You got your after warranty
Team
card.
23.
No, after.
Abuse, Ryder.
I can't see the
They have
sign.
3 fish. It's 55.5 yesterday. Don't have
After
that
warranty
total
service.
today.
They're the guys who fix the trolling motors and stuff. And
23.84. 23.84. Good job, fellas.
yeah, the City of Rising Sun and the Ohio Travel Board, I believe. I can't look it up. Hannon gave me one of the sponsors that he wants me to say, and it's in a text on my phone, and I can't look it up. How do you guys do? Top 10. We had 4.
Next up, Team 87.
A solid
Mets, Barnes, and
takedown.
Luber.
But it was, it was a takedown. No hook set. For us,
One fish today.
it was just like
7.43.
it was one hit an hour.
7.43. Give them a round of applause. That's 16 hours of fishing is a lot.
We had 47 for fish. No.
No, I mean like what happened to me because I only have one.
Oh.
It ain't happening today.
Oh, nice.
No.
Nice.
You're doing this
I brought it back up.
Huh?
I brought it back up, Lance.
Oh.
Brought it with me.
That's funny.
I looked outside at 1 o'clock. Next up, we have team number 162, Hawkman Breedlove and Arthur. They had to bring 2 tubs.
Once the sun came out, we didn't have.
They had to bring 2 of them up. Here we go. Watch these. There's a good one. There, look at this one. Nice fish. Another nice fish. Bet my father had fun measuring all these, didn't he? Every single one. This is going to be a good bag. We're going to break the 100 mark on this one.
All right, so this team had.
We are going to break the 100 mark.
Wow.
We're going to break the 110 mark at 112.19. 112.19.
That's the first time I've ever seen a 200-pound bag. They have 213 pounds in 2 days. I've never seen a 200-pound bag here. I've been coming here. This is my 4th year. I've never seen anyone come remotely close to a 200-pound bag here. I don't know if that's setting any records, but that's.
Next up, we have Team 78.
That's
Barry and Bolton.
if that's not
You got 5 fish.
if that doesn't win it, it'll be absolutely amazing. Fields of water. So
Team 78.
Why ain't Chad here?
38.4.
the
38.4.
So I ran some numbers. I'll talk to you in person about the numbers and about weights going up or down or staying the same. No point in putting it in the chat. We're about to have a real quick sun shower. I really hope it doesn't break my phone. Nah, I mean this one's waterproof too. But I don't trust.
So y'all didn't play yet?
No, we did. 47. Yeah. So the way I look at it, our goal was 100 pounds. We had that one that snapped the rod holder yesterday. My guess. Oh, really? So, in my heart of hearts yesterday,
Team number 73.
that one we lost,
Team 73.
and then today, the one that took it down but didn't button up, that was going to be a 15 or 3. I'll tell you about the baits we were using, dude.
Yeah, try bigger bites. I couldn't get bigger bites.
We were using my stuff. And just for something to get that in its mouth and pull, you know what I mean? It has to be at least unless it's flat, but I doubt it.
58.99.
So
Mr. David Lane,
the way I look at it,
Kentucky.
the goal was 100. We did the work for 100. We just didn't land 100. You know, if we came in here and didn't have any hits, we went down to right across from Knott Marine. We hit those barges first. Then we went to a creek mouth. I forget. I'm not being shady. I just forget the name of the creek mouth. No, we anchor fished. We went to a creek mouth to anchor fish. All right, I am back to the live stream. I am done talking to my buddy
Next
Ryan
up, we
Moore.
have Team 146. They one fish for 2.35 pounds. 2.35.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Give him a round of applause. Thank you for being here, sir. Hope to see you next year.
And again, just a reminder, we got Knott Marine here with G3 boats. Shameless plug, they also sell Jackson kayaks. Dirty South Dragon Weights, another sponsor here. We got Shatter Cat rods.
Next up, we have Team 15. Jeremy Chase and James Flitt.
I guess myself is the sponsor.
Team 15 got a good bag coming. Look at this one. Here comes a pretty one. Here she comes. Oh, maybe. It's a fighter.
Big guy on the stage, that's Stephen Hannon. He's the tournament
There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Smacking him, beating him. Pretty fish. That was about 36 pounds, fellas.
That's a top 5 fish in the tournament so far.
We're going to have a good weight today. We'll be adding to that 31 from yesterday. Really good weight. $70.69. 70.69. Hey, we put trash bags back over our speakers. Can you still hear me pretty good? Good deal. I'm going to leave them on there. Speaking of my speakers, I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Steve Douglas of Monster Rod Holders, who allowed me to borrow this sound system. So thank you, Mr. Steve Douglas and Monster Rod Holders. Next up, we have Team 138. Smith and Smith. They're checking out on our baby population. Make sure we've had some good offspring. 6.35 pounds. 6.35. Thank you guys for coming very much. Hope to see you next year.
You're good.
And next up, we have Team 86, Peterson and Holding. I believe you're sitting in second place as of yesterday.
Wow.
They've got 5 beautiful flathead, nice flathead.
Oh, nice.
About 25 fellas on that flathead.
That's the 3rd or 4th biggest flathead.
They're going to try their best to hold their spot. They got themselves a nice stringer here. Had 96 yesterday. What are we going to have today?
That's amazing.
We're not going to beat yesterday, but we're going to still come in with 74.54. 74.54.
With
2 great days of fishing for them fine folks.
With 4 flatheads, that's an amazing score for our stretch of the
Part of the Indiana Catfish Association.
Considering you could have dragged today, they more than likely.
Next up, we have Team 145, Wagler, Yoder, and Wagler.
they more than likely caught those in an anchor position, and today really wasn't a great day to anchor fish.
They've got 5 fish,
Unless
that's
you know
5
what
nice
you're doing
fish,
and you're good.
5 quality fish.
So that just
for the
goes to show
Ohio
the skill
market
and
pool.
or knowledge they have of this river system. For people who are watching who might be relatively new, you don't typically catch flatheads on this. Typically.
They're lively. Got some lively ones.
It's possible, it's just not optimal.
$46.33. 46.33.
Hey, thank you, Moonlight, and no problem. More thanks to. No, you guys are good. You're good. I moved back today so people could get by.
Thank you so much.
Bigger thanks to Stephen Haddon to let me do this. I'll always do this for free. When I was a brand new YouTuber and with essentially no subs, he took a chance on
Next
me,
up, we have Team 117, Willie and Green.
and he let me come out here and film the event. And it brought me like 250, 300
One
subscribers.
of our
So
youth, giving her a go.
if he has the event and I'm around, I will film it for free. That is a promise.
Team 117 has a total of 41.44. 41.44. Thank you. Good job, buddy. Yeah, she told you what my name is, didn't she?
Also, and I apologize to any of the sponsors about this yesterday. It just slipped my mind to constantly talk about you guys, so I'll do a much better job of that today.
Next up, we have team number 17. Carpenter, Howard,
Oh, they're struggling to carry it.
and Blauvelt.
Here we go, Mark Level. This is
They
my
got 5
mentor.
fish. Here comes a really nice bag.
This is my mentor.
Really nice bag for them.
So anything I do
They
good
had 57
and bad.
pounds yesterday. Here comes a real pretty flathead. Real pretty flathead.
Wow.
Right about 25.
There we go. That's a top 10
got-
flathead, probably top 5.
They have a really nice string. It's going to be a good bag.
2 flatheads in there. That's awesome.
What?
That's a really good bag. I think they had about 50 yesterday. Don't quote me. That's going to put them at about 130, which more than likely will cash them. More than likely. I'm guessing 110 is going to be the cutoff for casting. That's my guess. And I also guess 179 pounds is going to be the limit.
Once the living decided they want to give you
No,
a second.
I'm up.
88.43.
Because we're already over 200.
88.43. Mark, look at my gorgeous wife and take pictures. Walk slow, walk slow, walk slow.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, what's up? Go. What's up?
So hopefully in my future, I have flatheads to show you like that. This is the time of year I typically start targeting them.
Next up is team 110, Weatherspoon and Weatherspoon. Pretty big beard and bigger beard.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys.
They have a G3 boat. Like to see yourself in a G3 boat? Get a hold of Knott Marine or Mr. Dave Knott. They can make that possible for you.
I know. I got it all too.
Going to beat yesterday's total.
No, because I get
48.71. 48.71.
Oh, I'm sorry, Outdoors in Indiana. I will, I do try and stop talking when he talks. So I will try and do a better job of that.
Hey, you keep this in my pocket?
But I will continue talking in the downtime. I'm not going to not talk when there's no downtime. So I do apologize if that upsets you.
126. Next up is team 126. Local team, Fancher and Fancher.
get that back.
Good job today, brother.
Good, Mike.
Good job. We are good. Oh, no.
Make up your mind.
That's my bad. And nope, it's still .11. Now we're good.
Now we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's not about me making up my mind. It's the scale.
Fancher and Fancher. said, Rising Sun team, mid locked on them. I have to pull them out. Still locked. Still locked. Still locked. All right, we're good. We're good.
Nope.
No good. We're good. Go. Go. I had to shake the tub while they're putting the fish in, or it'll lock. These are 100% accurate at 36.27 pounds for the local team of Fancher and Fancher.
That's a respectable day. They finished with 68 pounds. To put it in perspective for people who might be watching not from the Ohio River, our average fish size is in that 4 to 8 pound range. So if you have a 5-fish bag of 30 to 50 pounds or so, that's your normal day, expected day here. If you catch a five bag limit,
Next up is Team 99, father-son team, Randy and Gregor Bundy. Watch Gregor start out as a little kid. Now he's a grown man. Still a little kid at heart. Don't wear the fishing hat no more, though. He outgrew the hat. Where's Ryan at? Where you at, Ryan? There he is. Whoa, whoa. Wow. Whoa. 55.48. 55.48. He's changed a lot more than you have.
So anytime you catch 100 pounds in 2 days here, it's a very, very good job. If you're over 60 to that 100 range, you did solid. You had a solid 2 days.
Next up, we have Team 151.
Probably won't cash it, but it's still a
Some
solid.
of our youth competitors from Union County. They have 11.49. 11.49.
Facebook user, I do apologize. I do not have a computer in the standings in front of me in real time. I can tell you first place, though. Give me 1 second. First place is 100 or 200 and
Next up, we have team number 27. Father Brock, Buff Brock, and Baby Brock.
That's a bad man.
Mike Brock here is a member of law enforcement. Thank you for your service, sir. I would hate to see you if I did something wrong. Yeah, imagine him breaking in through the front door. Sorry, my bad, I did it. Promise I'm not resisting. Waiting on the scales to lock. Probably lock better if somebody didn't lose my rubber. You what? 43.81. 43.81 for Team Brock.
To finish that answer, first place is Arthur Halcombe and Breedlack, 213 pounds. Once we get like 20 more competitors in, I'll probably have a better idea of who the top 3 are going to be.
And next up, we have Team 120. Moore and Rocky, Team 120. Good, Mike?
Yes, we are. I saw
We
you.
are good. They had
Yep.
almost 37 yesterday. They got some lively fish today.
I'm going to shamelessly plug in American Legion. Go to your American Legions. They're all
19.17. 19.17.
My YouTube channel name is just simply Kayak Mike.
Speaking of law enforcement, I'd like to give a big shout out to Mr. John Ryle sitting down here in the red. He is our school resource officer. Spends all every day protecting our children. Thank you, Mr. Ryle, for what you do. Next up, we have team number 8. Mr. Aiden Hanselman and his father Clint and Mr. Stamper.
I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
24.76. 24.76.
On top of it, I was on river cabin. Show up on it. It's so cheap. I've been like 30 minutes. All right. Yeah, my head is. Thank you.
I know him from the other side.
Next up, we have Team 105, Wilmot and Carlos.
All right, yeah, I'm doing that. My friend comes in.
Thank you for coming back for day two. Going to add to yesterday's weight. That's what it's about. Bettering yourself each day. They're definitely going to do that. You got 2 fish for a total of 19.67. 19.67.
The last weigh in Brock, I believe that puts them at just under 100 pounds. And the team that just weighed in, I believe that puts them at around 30 pounds. Also, during the chat, during the live stream, if anyone has any questions about this river system, etc., I can probably answer the majority of all of them. I have been fishing here locally for about 4 years now. All styles of fishing. I do everything from the kayak.
Next up is Team 149. Terry Johnson and son, they are your day one leaders with 118 pounds yesterday.
Here we go.
And they ran it. They fought them all yesterday. They're going to add to them.
So this is what I was actually expecting. I was expecting this team to come back with a score like this and get about 170.
They're going to add to that total?
That was my original guess.
You just made it interesting, is what you've done. 43.1. 43.1.
That gives them a 161 total. Oh, they're over 200 pounds. 213.
Okay. Yeah, you made second place interesting.
Next up is Team 164. Too far away to read. Gross and Arns. You got 2 fish or 5.91. 5.91. That's right, cut for them. 16 hours of fishing's a lot.
He meant to say 9.91.
Like to thank Rocky's Bar and Grill and ExxonMobil for being sponsors once again of this year's tournament. And then we have a new sponsor this year, Morris Landscaping. You need any landscaping, need your yard mowed, need just about anything to do with your property, get a hold of Corey Morris at Morris Landscaping. Next up, we have team number 43, Elder and Land. Got 5 fish. That's a really dark channel. Big channel. 48.75. 48.75. Thank you, Mr. Elder. Mr. Elder, I believe you won it, what, twice? 2-time champion. First time he won it, he embarrassed everybody. Next up, I have team number 90. Painter, painter, painter. And no, that is not what they do for a living. I asked yesterday. So if you're hungry, scouts are up there selling food if anybody wants something to eat. 34.68. 34.68.
To finish my thought from earlier, if anyone has any questions on the river system, just shoot it in the chat, and I can answer about anything.
Next up is team 127. Ward and Shriner. They've got 5 fish. Lively fish. 41.63. 41.63.
I've got you a salmon spot. If I can find one of my hookers, we'll get it.
Oh, do it. That's my number plane.
Oh, I mean, you run on top.
Cannon, I came prepared.
Next up is team 60.
The only team to give me their first names 2 days in a row.
Ryan, Mark, and Sandra. Team 60.
These are all my
5
best friends.
fish.
These are my best friends playing it right here.
They're sponsored by Chubby Fish Outdoors, who is the proud sponsor of our youth award. Thank you, Mr. Dave O'Brook. Dave's such a great guy. Let him use his boat. Team 60 has a total weight of 48.93. 48.93.
He's just happy that he finally beat me in a tournament.
Mr. Ryan is also a big kayaker.
Hi, bro.
Big kayaker. He said if he had had a kayak, this tournament would have been over yesterday.
Ah. Ah.
Next up, we have team number 44. Owen Slusher and Wright. They've got 5 fish.
I'm not gonna leave.
41.26. 41.26.
You got run earlier.
Are you sure? Okay.
If one of you guys, yeah, if one of you guys would get me a drink, that'd be awesome. Any kind of drink, it don't matter. That's yours.
Whatever.
Next up, we have team 109.
That's my name up this morning.
I did it this morning too. This is Sophia, team 109. Should know because that's her every year since she was born. Redding, Beckman, and Sophia. She caught all the fish, right? Come here and tell me where you caught them. Where'd you get them today?
In the river.
What makes you?
Minnow. I meant, what do we use, Papa? Minnow.
You caught all these fish.
Me.
She caught them all. Thank you. And so, little Miss Sophia. 55.08. 55.08.
Anyone who isn't,
Let's work on specifying next year because I'd like to fish too.
anyone who isn't aware, Muna is a predatory fish up here that is used for bait. It's very, very comparable to a shad in looks. However, it is a predatory fish.
Next up, we have Team 10, Kelly and Hunt. They've got 5 fish, 4 fish, and it says 4. I just can't read. Four fish total for team number 10. coming up shortly. Eventually, lively fish. Very lively. 45.67. 45.67. Special delivery for our live stream guru, Mr. Kayak Mike. Here's your triple decker hamburger you requested. If you're hungry, you can go up and see the scouts. Next up, we have team number 40. Team number 40, Woodall, Walker, and Kirby. Sponsored by Not Marine. Going to have themselves a pretty good bag today. He's going to go right there. 67.37. 67.37.
Speaking of which, Not Marine, title sponsor today. They sell G3 boats. Other sponsors include, but not limited to, Dirty South Dragon Weights. I haven't used those. Shattercat Rods. I haven't used their pumping rod. You have Rider Realty. Out-of-line rod racks. After warranty service.
Next up, we have team number 4, Butler and Wilson. They have won this before. Going to try to win it next year. Some of the best fishermen I know. They know how to keep them alive. And good save, Kale. There's a big enough crack that would have went in between, and it's not fun. Pebble saved you. 48.77. 48.77. Good job, fellas.
We also have Ohio County Tourism. They're also sponsoring the event this year. And the City of Rising Sun themselves. There's an awesome casino here in the City of Rising Sun.
Europe. Next up, we have team number 38, Massman Aaron Air. He was our first ever youth champion. They had 38 yesterday. $33.65. 33.65. Next up, we have Team 135. Here comes a really pretty bag. Team 135, Bavard, who is a local, Hodge and Hodge. They are from Switzerland County, so but now they don't live there, but family does. So we're going to call them Switzerland County folk. Play for South Ripley, don't you? Plays for the Raiders. A hell of a catcher. 69.84. 69.84.
That's a good bag.
Speaking of Bavard, thank you, Sue Bavard, for bringing the scouts again, once again, to serve us delicious hamburgers and hot dogs. Anybody's hungry, please stop by the Scouts and get you something to eat or something cold to drink.
That brings their score to about 113.
And like always, if you're interested in a brand new boat, don't be afraid to go down to the Tampa Knot Marine. Mr. Sandusky will be more than happy to speak to you. Next up, we have team number 2, Sheffel and, okay, Napariu. It's almost like trying to say Fonzie's name. Try to say Fonzie's last name. It's like trying to sing that Christmas Hawaiian song. I know the song, but I can't sing it. You don't talk about it,
This is going to be about 35 pounds, which will bring their score to about 85, I believe. Probably going to be out of the money,
35.8.
but still a great day.
35.8. Give everyone else on stage a thanks, except for Mr. Claude Reynolds. He's the tall one on this stage, helping us with our fish handling. He's a proud owner of a G3 boat, who is a proud sponsor of this year's tournament. Next up, we have Team 65. Team 65, Bretts and Bretts. 24.58. 24.58. Did you get that, Vince? Another shout out to Mr. Vince Nadosky for doing all my computer work for me this year. He's also a sponsor. He sponsors our skunk prize. He owns Catfish Tech. If you're interested in any marine electronics, get a hold of Vince Nadosky at Catfish Tech. Want to thank Ethan Snelling. Had such a fun time down here over the years in high school that he even came back after graduation to be a part of this tournament. He's next to Vince. He is the safety check for team number 31. He writes all the weights down just in case we have a problem. We still have them recorded. This is team 31 with 5 fish. Fisher, can't read it, and Wreckers. Hey, you guys wrote it down. Thank you. I'm so used to nobody writing. 49.54. 49.54.
Top 3, I'm not 100% sure of. I do know the leaders right now are Arthur, Halcombe, and Breedley. And that's about 213 pounds. Second place is 160 pounds or so, and I believe third place right now is 130.
Next up, father-son team 83, Cardwell and Cardwell. I think I upset father yesterday when I told him I had no problem using a largemouth for bait. $39.31. 39.31.
I'm seeing a lot of scores over 100 total, so I'm going to stick to my guns and say 110 is probably going to be cashing. If I had to put a guess on there.
Next up is team 66, Gibbons and Smith, and look at this belly on this fish. Here comes a good one. Look at the belly on that one. Nice fish. 34 pounds. lively fish. You want to be improving on their weight from yesterday. At 43 yesterday. See what a kicker fish can do to a weight. 67.08. 67.08.
That brings them to 110 exactly. And change. Breed love. Okay, okay. I've been pronouncing that incorrectly. I apologize.
Next up's Team 91, Fancher and Peak. Yeah, our current big fish leader with 69 pounder yesterday, caught a hog yesterday. Today, they matched their other fish they caught yesterday. 2.1. 2.1. That's the same fish. It looks like the same fish as yesterday. Same spot. I was going to ask where you were fishing, but I don't want to catch a bunch of those. In the water. I'm going to catch a bunch of those because that's where I fish. Next up, we have Team 1-6. 116. Rains, Donovan, and Coker. I got it right. $38.86. 38.86.
The team prior to that, Fancher and Peak, they caught a 69.25 pound blue yesterday, which is what they believe to be the 17-year biggest fish ever caught in this event. Which I was told might be the biggest fish ever not disqualified from this event. I was told there might have been a few that were submitted in the past that might have been bigger but didn't count.
Next up is Team 113. Schmiel and Comer.
It changed right at the end there, man. It's fine. It was zeroing out. Did it zero out?
17.88. 17.88.
Boards used Chubby Fish's Dave's boat, the Monster Cat. I was originally going to be on that boat with him and Mark, and then other Chubby staff, pro staffers.
Next up, we have Team 106, Tom and Samantha Wachowski. He was sitting in third place yesterday.
He had 92 pounds
He
yesterday.
is going to make sure that he is still up there. Hold on, we're going to have to redo the scales. Fish so big, knocking my thing over. Hold it. Tom keeps his fish lively. Hold on.
Says they're over.
We're good. Here we go. Team 106. These fish are lively. He's got a good bag, but that's expected. You won it what, twice? 3 times, twice? I think the one and another big fish on top of that.
Lead right.
You break my scale, you're buying me a new scale. He's got a good bag. That is a lively fish. This man said he didn't pre-fish one bit and was winging it. but yet he still brings 82.89 pounds. 82.89. Go on top of his 92 from yesterday. I know you want to go watch that basketball game, but you might want to stick around.
That is 174 pounds,
Oh, yeah.
which in most years would win the event. But it's either second or third right now. First place is 213 pounds. I believe that's second.
I'll bring down just a lot and stuff down here and keep it down. No display. Just in case.
Next up, we have team number 34. Petron. Oh, the other Petrovsky team. Paul. And I just had a brain fart. Nicole and Shelburne. I cannot believe I forgot Nicole's name. It's not 5 pound advantage for that. You want to have a good weight today at 67.68. 67.68.
There is not a smallest fish,
But Petrovsky's all at one time.
but there is a skunk award. So if you came back and didn't weigh today, there's a chance for you to win a skunk award. If you skunked, you are in a raffle. It might be money. It might be an actual prize. I do forget. I apologize. But it is sponsored by, I believe, Vince Nadosky.
Next up, we have team number 24.
Incorrect.
Beto Moore. He has won this tournament before. He's going to try to win it again next year. But he's going to try to get himself into the top 20. That's what we're here for. He's here for the love of the game. And today, for team number 24, going to increase his weight. It's getting breezy. So lucky right now. 55.47. 55.47.
And just a heads up, if we randomly shut the live stream off, it's because it started to pour. We are dodging bullets right now, but the clouds coming do not look friendly. Little shout out to some of the sponsors of this event.
Next up, we have team number 75, Johnson Allen. We're good. And 5 fish, 5 nice fish. Good to see a lot of teams weighing in again today. 54.99. 54.99. Out of the 172 teams that registered and was here yesterday, 146 teams came back today. That's more than we've had them in general for a few of our tournaments in years past.
Not so bad.
Next up, we've got Team 58, brother team, out of Aurora.
Oh,
The Cooper brothers with the clan. At least she's not angry today. You better move today. Better move. She ain't gonna touch the fish. She'll walk with daddy, but she ain't touching them. Team 58, local team. Let's see what they got today. Wait for the scales to lock.
looks like they're going to have about 128 which is a solid chance at cashing in this event.
That's why it's taking forever for these scales to lock you here and flopping. 45.58. 45.58.
Thank you, dude. Dave brought you. Thank you, man.
I'll take it if you don't want it.
Yeah, go ahead.
He had a couple of them.
Only because this is a dry bag. If I put something wet in a dry bag, I'd be so mad at myself. 47 and 4 fish. Yeah, we did have one solid. Not a.
Next up, we have Team 161, Han and Chitterell. As long as you're here and I'm on stage, you're going to be first every time.
Not like yesterday where like the rod snapped, like the rod holder came undone. It was just a solid takedown.
They waited 46 yesterday.
But yeah,
looks like they got almost an identical
those
bag.
were 5 hits for the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you got a better bag today. A little bit better.
Again, they were
A lot better.
7-8.
61.35. 61.35.
Oh, actually, dude, we came in, go big or go home. She came in with 2 double hook breaks. You know how Hagen Grouch used them? So we cut big skipjacks in half. Those were the only things actually even getting tapped. Yeah. So, but that made me feel good.
Next up, we have Team 104. Arnold and Lynham.
Yeah, that would be funny. We'll have Ryan stand over the camera here. Every year I tell myself I'm gonna do this a little more professional, but I'll get there eventually.
Very lively. Good fish.
How did
Fish are saying hello.
same spot whole time? Oh, okay.
Very, very
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Nice and lively.
Well, that's a good bag that just walked by me. Sounds good, man.
Luckily, these anglers for the last 2 days were blessed with some beautiful weather. Thankfully, it's held. You know what is held out on us. Let's hope it stays that way. Still lively, still kicking. Good fishies.
Shout out to the scouts for making food.
We're about to put you back in your home. Stop. I said that the one started actually jumping off of the. What are the Bengals doing? By now? Oh. 48.32. 48.32. So I saw a thumbs down. Are we back to the Bungles?
Yeah.
Back to the Bungles.
Here comes Henderson and Owens. These guys run the Hoover Cats Trail.
Just got an update. There's 9 seconds left. They're on the 6-yard line. They're down by 6.
Arguably the best blue cat lake in the state.
Next up, we have Team 21, Henderson and Owens.
They are kind enough to let me run a kayak tournament alongside their boat tournament up at Hoover.
.04. 38.04. Next up is one of our sponsors. After warranty service, team number 39. Need your trolling motor repaired or need your vehicle repaired, you get a hold of these fine folks. Wilson, Jones, and Kraus. They're riding around in a beautiful G3 boat, who is a proud title sponsor. $39.99. $39.99. And anybody curious? Touchdown. He cares.
So, hey.
They're an extra point away from the comeback. Next up is Team 128. Bailey and Powers, local team. Dan the Man Powers and Jack Bailey. Look at that body. Look at that pretty fish. Locked.
Well, that's a top 10 flathead in the tournament so far.
22.5 for that beautiful flatty. All right, go. Jump in it. Local team has 38.9. 38.9. You hear a scream here in a second, that would be my wonderful wife, Amber. Or if you hear her cussing, that'll let you know what happened with the Bengals game. Next up's Team 158. Can I read your name from here?
Southern Current.
Southern Current.
They had 30
Team 158.
81 pounds yesterday. Looks like it's going to be about 27 today, so they'll be in the just below 60, or just in the middle 60s, 65-ish.
Extra point was blocked.
No. Braylon curious. The Bengals.
Looked over at the wife and seen her head in the air and knew that. Eventually, these scales are going to lock for team number 158. $27.49.
I'm incorrect. They're at 57 pounds. It was 30.
Judging by how many teams we have to be weighed, we might get the overtime in.
30.8 was the first day, not 38.
I'm going to pay dearly for her not being in this game. Next up, we have Team 125, a husband-wife team of Billy and Lily. They're from the Owensboro area. Oh, I take that back to Crawfordsville. They're Indiana boys.
Sorry, Mike.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. The fact he even knew my name was cool. A gentleman just walked by and said, "Sorry, Mike."
Team 125, 55 pounds yesterday. Today, they're lively.
It's registering about 43, so it'll be ending about 98 pounds.
43.18.
Probably.
43.18.
A little bit of downtime here. Let's talk about some of the sponsors. We have 30 South Dragon Blade, Shattered Cat Rods, after warranty service, out of line rod holders. The title sponsor is Not Marine with G3 Boats, or maybe it's G3 Boats being sold from Not Marine. I apologize if I'm saying that wrong. Don't forget, I am doing this for free. I am not a paid
Next
employee.
up, we have Team 121. Mayhan and Mayhan. Got a real nice bag. Everybody look up. Here we go. Two really nice fish. Here's one. Hold it. Hold it. Number one. Never mind. Can't hold it. There's, look at that flathead. Real nice
Wow.
flathead.
Wow. That's an amazing day.
Nice bag.
That was a
That
was a top five.
73.57.
That was a top 5.
73.57.
That was a top 5 flathead on the tournament for sure. The blue was 25 pounds, and then the scale jumped to like 55 after that flathead was put into the scales. That put that team at 113 pounds, I believe. So there's a high likelihood they're going to cash.
Next up, we have team number 136. It's Griffith and Fay, team 136.
Cashing positions in this tournament is
Mr.
top
Bob
20.
Griffith. Randomly shows up out of the blue every now and then.
Top 20.
Been busy. $38.79. 38.79.
Also, other sponsors of this tournament include Ohio County Tourism and the City of Rising Sun. They were very hospitable this weekend for a lot of the anglers. I am lucky. I live local, so I did not have to get a hotel. However, if you fish this tournament in the future and you need to be taken care of, this is a great place to come.
Next up is your defending champion, Darnell and Brown, team number 1. He's a day 2 fisherman, and that's why right there.
He has 48 pounds to start this weigh-in.
Nice 30-pounder. Yep. Nice fish.
That's a 30-pound flathead, roughly.
Gonna have a better bag than yesterday, I do believe. A little bit better.
I'd be willing to bet.
He's not going to defend his crown, but he might be putting himself up near the top.
That's 5 flatheads.
Near the middle.
30.
Somewhere in there. 64.32. 64.32.
That puts them at 112 pounds, roughly. I'm scanning the board, and I definitely don't.
Again, I'd like to thank Ohio County Tourism and City of Rising Sun and Rising Sun Main Street for once again allowing this event to take place. Next up, we have team number 29, Terry and Gabbard. They've got 4 fish.
I do not see a ton of teams in the 110s, but there are definitely a few. If I suddenly end this live stream, I do apologize. We might get stormed up.
35.85. 35.85.
Hey, Paul, where's your daughter?
Next up is team number 33. Team number 33. Loudermilk, and Jones off the top of my head. I got him right. I was as tall as your dad. You done yet? 42.69. 42.69.
Good job, guys.
Where's Caitlin?
I give advice. Maybe that's why I'm
Next up, we have team number 6. Bye, brothers. Team number 6. Another local team. Nice fish right there. Nice fish. Going to have some good fish. Got some really nice fish. Comes a nice flatty. Comes another nice fish. Comes some lively fish now.
Good score.
It locked. We need that token. It locked on the fourth fish. Pull one out. Pull one out. All right, now put it back in.
That is a good bag.
You're going to have a good bag.
It's going to be just under 80.
79.51. 79.51.
That puts him in 130 pounds. That's looking like that's going to be top 5-ish or so at the moment. And I do not apologize for not asking those kids to move. We need as many kids in this sport as possible. So if they wanted to be there to watch their family be successful.
Next up, we have team number 123. That's a Cascade.
I would
See
never
that by looking at him. Who's your partner?
I would never ask them to move.
Cody Williams. Cascade and Williams, team 123. They had 33 yesterday. We're going to beat that today. 36.81. 36.81. Next up, we have team number 22, Danner and Belzel. They've got 5 fish, Mr. Adam Danner. How are you doing today? Doing lovely. Caught a lot of fish, just not the right fish. He did better than yesterday. Going to add to their weight from yesterday. Needed a kicker fish. These 2 kickers.
They're going to end up about 80.
49.42. 49.42.
Denner ends about 88 pounds for the weekend. That's a solid score. My guess is that's going to be just outside the cash, but that is still a very solid score. He's a very, very good fisherman.
Next up, team number 35, Talon Smith and Webb.
This team
Talon knows how to bring big fish to the scale. He's going to bring one.
had 38 pounds yesterday. 38 pounds yesterday. Let's see what they have today.
56.05. 56.05.
Brings their total score to about 94. And again, big shout out to Stephen Hannon for letting me do this. I did this a couple years back for free. Asked him to do it, and it helped me get started.
Next up, Team 62. Big McDonald, Little McDonald, and McCarty. They had 70 pounds yesterday. They don't have that notorious big flathead because it hasn't had time to swim back to its hole. Like, no joke, Tanner's Creek tournaments, they go to the same hole, catch the same fish. Don't care what they say, it's the same flathead. 30.6. 30.6 for Team 62.
That brings our 2-day total up to 100 pounds. Is a big one coming? Yeah, that's fine.
I hear rumors. I hear rumors.
All right, there's excitement coming. Do I see a tail? Is it this one?
They're on the 13th.
Bengals are on the 13-yard line. All they need is a field goal to win it. Next up, we have Team 26. Bell and Terrell.
All right, there's a potential new big fish coming out, I was just told. Potentially.
Like I said, I heard stories. Enough to get Big Doug to walk down here.
You're right.
The biggest fish ever caught in this tournament was caught yesterday at
Almost debating on coming out
69.25.
of retirement for what I hear is coming. I'm putting it on the scales myself. $46.35. 46.35.
It's funny, so when you weigh in at these tournaments, they have totes full of water that you move your fish over to. There is a line of people just looking down on those totes where this fish is coming down the line. Feels the water. I have no idea what you just responded to.
Next up, Team 153. Courtney and Applegate. Courtney and Applegate.
How are you? Good.
You got a cousin named Christina?
16.18.
But I can guarantee.
16.18.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Oh, you're fine. But I can essentially guarantee you there's no taking of me down. Low center of gravity. I can run between their legs.
No, this was over last night. I'm assuming you have
The
to scratch.
donations?
Oh yeah. It would destroy me. They would absolutely destroy me.
Anybody see a cute little boy walking around asking for donations? He's asking for donations for the flood relief of Switzerland County. Feel free to donate.
I just assumed there was some form of Brian Borst
My
joke.
son, so don't yell at him. Next up, we have Team 139. Winkle and Webster. 19.69 pounds. 19.69.
I'm just gonna have to when the big one comes, I will ask everyone to clear away.
Switzerland County last weekend was devastated by some flash flooding in the back of the county.
All right,
They
I
have
think
many
it's being
homes
brought
and
up. I
properties.
think it's being brought up. There
And I think it's
are.
the least we could have done is at least ask for some donations to help them people rebuild. So please feel free to donate.
Yep.
Next up, we have Team 124.
And I get the best seat in the house.
Arnold and Yost, did I see a tail? And you broke my toe.
They
That was
broke. Oh my
$18
god.
toe.
Oh my god.
Broke my toe. Everybody watching?
I wish I could zoom in.
Everybody's watching. Here it comes. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Holy.
He got him. Oh, maybe a little short.
Oh,
64.44.
oh, that's so fun.
Monster comes out of the Ohio Rising Sun. 64.44. Goes into the second big fish. We had one yesterday, 5 pounds bigger. Straight monster. Arlo and Yost with an absolute pig. And they say there's none left in this river. Well, 2 of them hit the scales. One of them, the one yesterday, was actually bigger than the big fish of another big tournament that was on the Mississippi River, home of the Monsters. Yet we have the bigger fish this year. It's a better fishery, trust me. We just got lucky, got the one or the 2. Oh yeah, here comes a good weight.
So
Are we
yesterday,
going to be triple? It's right there, bouncing on the triple. 100.3. 100.3. Good weight.
that brings their 2-day score to 147, and I believe that puts them in 3rd or 4th place.
Yep.
Here comes the last team for this year. Team number 150. Redmond and Cox. Last team right here. We're good. Here we go for the last team.
I might have been wrong. 110 might not be top 20.
Last team to come to the scales this year for 2022. 49.72. 49.72.
That puts our 2-day total about 87 right there.
That concludes this year weigh in. I'd like to do a few things before you guys leave.
Are you doing the raffle?
Don't have a raffle. Yeah, go give me your raffles.
Jeez, Dad.
Kids face me said I'm not doing that.
Something like
Catherine Reynolds. Catherine Reynolds. Come see me. Adeline Rod Rex and Dirty South Dragon Waves donated a little get-together prize package. Told me to give it to whoever. Well, earlier today, this morning, Miss Reynolds here, she found a wad of money in the women's bathroom. Instead of doing what most people would do and put it in her pocket, she brought it right to me. And we found the owner. So who better to give this little package to than Miss Reynolds? Thank you for being honest.
The person,
Down there again, come see me.
the person who lost the money was my partner, Pam.
Down here gang has been doing this tournament with me for a few years now. Just showed up randomly that first year out of the blue and been a major part of this tournament for a long time. We can't pull this off without Don. Yesterday he got stabbed by a fish, had to spend most of the night in the ER. Yet here he is still again. Well, Kevin Hill of Barrels and Crabs donated this beautiful, beautiful American flag eagle mural. Ohio Valley River Cast with the G3 symbol on it for our sponsor G3. Well, I can't think of a better person to give it to than Mr. Don here, gang. Thank you for everything you do, Don. Thank you, sir. I go start tearing some things down. Okay, we also had a raffle that the Lions Club did. They were raffling off a rod and reel combo, and they were also raffling off a cornhole set. So we are going to draw tickets for the winner of that. All right, this is for the cornhole set. Dig in there. Pull one out. Freeman. Freeman. Are you here, Freeman? Freeman, your cornhole set? And the Cub Scouts, can you hear me? Freeman is coming to you right now for his cornhole set. This is for your rod and reel.
Blank, give me another one. That one's blank, give me another one. Here, just dig. Reach in here and dig like this. Dig, 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 pull out. Don't even look. Here we go. We got a winner. Really? Wow.
Brian Herbert. Herbert, are you here? Happy birthday, by the way. You just won a rod and reel combo. I did not forget. It is really his birthday today. His wife messaged me before the weigh-in, asked me to wish him a happy birthday. What are the chances? So that concludes this weigh-in. I want to thank everyone for helping, all my helpers, Don, everybody on stage, my beautiful wife, Amber. Look forward to having everybody back here next year. Thank you for coming. We will be planning on doing this next year. I see no reason why I can't continue it. Why my beautiful wife can't help continue it. There we go. Got the tongue. That's a yes. I'm good, buddy. Thank you. Take your buckets. We will be having announcements of the prizes here shortly. If you think you're in the money, come start gathering close to the stage.
Everybody watching the live, if I close off here really quick, it's because the rain rolled in. You guys can't see it. It doesn't look good. So if I hop off this live,
We'll go ahead and do the stunt prize, but you'll have to wait on your check till we get up high.
if I hop off here before they do the final, oh, you guys are good. You guys are good. If I hop off here before they do the final awards, I do apologize. If I end up cutting it short, I do have a GoPro running. I will do, and it'll probably actually be a better quality video of the award session. What's up? Oh, you go by. You're good.
Mr. Dave Knott. Dave Knott. Joe Sandusky.
Give me one second, guys. I will be right
I
back.
greatly appreciate you guys being a part of this year. I look forward to working with you guys in the future. Without you being a major part, this could have taken place. Thank you again, G3 and Knott Marine. Give a round of applause. Go buy a new boat. Hey, Joe. Joe. Told you I'd do it. Hamilton County Fair. What I just pulled off. Just saying. All right, here we go for the skunk prize. Actually, we're going to wait till I get my little skunkies here because it makes for a better picture. Oh, are all the plaques on display up there? They're all still in the box. Why are we having trouble finding the box? Maggie, bring me the box. Bring me the American flag. Bring me the little skunks. Stetson is bringing me the skunks. Here comes Stetson with the skunks.
Hey, in the back of the car,
All right, here we go for the skunk prizes. Here we go for the first skunk. Who's going to win $250? Thanks to Vince Nadowski and Catfish Tech. Team number 119, Mullet and Simpson. Mullet and Simpson. Team 119, are you here? There they come. Come get your skunk. We're going to take a picture. The other skunk winner, while they're coming to the stage. Team 132, Michelle Smith, and I can't read the first one. Team 132. All right, here comes the first team. All right, for now.
First go team. Okay. Here's the skunk winner. Skunk. Whoa, right here. See my wife? Yeah, you get the picture. The other round. Thanks. Skunk.
All right, results will be up here in just a few.
Patty, throw all that away.
All right, guys, the storm is coming. It's not going to not hit us. I do apologize. I'm going to try and record it with my GoPro. If I do not get the awards presentation out, I am sorry. But I'm going to do a quick shout out. I'm going to try and do a quick shout out to all the sponsors that I can see. You have Not Marine and G3 Boats. They were the title sponsors this year. You have the Ohio County Tourism
Hey,
Board.
Dalton Dunlap. You get it.
You
You get a moment. Can you come, please? And
got
shut the water off because we're about to get more water.
You got Dirty South Dragon Weights, Ryder Realty, Out of Line Rod Racks, all warranty service. They are your. I'm sorry. Yeah, I believe it's all warranty service. They are your tow and motor repair
It's about
guys.
to start dumping. So
City of Rising
one of my
Sun.
top 5 teams will win a plaque
And those are
We'll give
all
it to
the
you.
signs.
when we write your check.
Those are all
So
the
we
signs
keep
I
it
see.
dry.
So I'm gonna actually no. He just said we're probably not doing it. So I do apologize. There's probably not gonna be any awards. They will make a post with the final standings. The winning weight was 213 pounds with Arthur, Holcomb, and Breedlove. All right, thank you guys.